Uh, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. I personally want to thank the person who's sponsoring this show tonight, in Davos Hands Sweet Treat. Uh, if you don't mind, go over to her Instagram, go over to her Instagram page and check out her website. That's in Davos Hands Sweet Treat. They are the sponsor of this broadcast tonight. And the owner is Rosie Hernandez. Go to her Instagram page, Endeavor Sweet Treat. Here goes some items that she'll be making. Strawberry shortcakes. And she got a pound cake. She got a cake right there. She made cupcakes. Beautiful. I tasted one of her red velvet cake that she sent me, and they are delicious. We want to thank them for sponsoring this broadcast tonight, and we'll be talking about it as we go on with the show tonight. But once again, thank all of you for tuning in tonight. The broadcast is brought to you by Endeavor's Hands Sweet Treat. All right. Appreciate y'all that, and we thank y'all for tuning in tonight. And we finna start the show. See, can I bring up my man Rob? What's up, Rob?
What's going on, man?
How you feeling today, man?
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to our sponsor, man. Man, I can't wait to, you know, I'm sitting there ordering for it, but I can't wait.
All right, I appreciate it,
I also
man.
want to shout out our other sponsor, Redcon. You know, Redcon One. Salute to y'all, man. If you ain't got your Redcon, y'all can pull up the Circle K. But shout out to them, man, because I'm about to try this thing up as we go on this show. But hey, shout out to Redcon, another one of those sponsors out there, man. Appreciate you guys.
What's up, Coach Ray?
What's going on? What's going on, B man? What's happening, man? We appreciate you having us on. Like I say, shout out to those sponsors. We just some three young black men trying to make it happen, and we appreciate all the support and all the love that we receive.
How's the weather down there in Florida?
Bipolar. One day it's hot, the next day it's cold. Bipolar. That's what it is. Bipolar.
All right, man. All right, fellas. Hey, man, I got an exciting show tonight. Man, I got some topics that I want to talk about. Rod, I saw some films, but boy, I saw some things on this last practice that I didn't want to see. But I'm gonna get your intake on it. Okay, I was looking at Well Off Media the third day they finally spring practice game. I saw Trevor Woods with the ones. I'm going to get right to it. Rod, what's going on with the defense in the linebacker room? Started off with me. Why did I see Trevor Woods with the number one team defense?
Honestly, man, it's just spring practice. Just slow down. Just be patient, all right? Just be patient. The reason why I'm saying just be patient, this spring is about evaluation, right? Evaluating positions, seeing what we need to upgrade, put people in places, trying different things. This is the time where you got those times, right? The springtime is more valuable for reps, right? You don't want to be trying this out in fall. If you're gonna try this spring. Now, it's not prototypical, because a lot of people want to argue it is not prototypical that you move somebody in the spring that you don't plan on playing in that position in fall. Trevor Woods, like I've been saying, he gonna watch the film, he gonna be where he's supposed to be at. It is what it is, right? What we don't know is truly what defense they're gonna run, right? What you see on Well Off Media, you see a 4-2-5, you don't truly know that's what they're gonna run during the regular season. It's just something that they're putting on tape right now. Some of these players may not be there after the spring game. So they're trying to just get their reps, get film to show other schools, dress rehearsal for other schools to get picked up. So there's going to be some new players coming in. There's going to be some players leaving. I wouldn't get too mindful about the whole Trevor Woods being on the first team linebacker because as you see in the combination with Webster and B. Gant as the next linebackers, right? They're trying to see who match well with who and how they can put the best 2 linebackers or the best 3 linebackers on the field at one time.
Right. I was looking at the well-off media, the third spring practice. I saw the other linebacker, Levante Bentley. He didn't make nail title, Coach Ray. Not one. I saw Jordan Seaton. Matter of fact, I got the picture. I'm finna show you what I saw. I don't mean to put him on blast, but to be in that middle linebacker room, bruh, that linebacker room got to show me something better. Y'all check that out right there. That's 20. Now even that's 77 or 67 on that picture right there that I froze. And Bentley, I'm telling you, even Jordan Seaton is that dominant, and which he is, we in trouble on that middle linebacker group if Gant and the other guy don't be in the starting lineup. Talk to me.
We're not in trouble. I mean, everybody, as Aaron Rodgers said, everybody relax. This the third day, first day in shells. They wasn't in full pads. I want to get that out. That wasn't full pads. That was just shells. They just had on the helmet. They just had on the helmet and the shoulder pads. There's nothing for us to get concerned about. If that was the case, people would jump down the throat of the offense, I guess Wednesday, when they felt like the defense was being dominant and getting picks and stuff like that. So it's nothing for us to be worried about. One thing about Trevor Woods, as Rob stated, he gonna do everything that you want him to do. He gonna know where he's supposed to be. He's a smart football player, and he is physical. So let's not. I don't want nobody, and I do mean nobody, to get tied up at who's on the first team, who's on the second team. Right now, this is a team that we have in the spring. We'll bring out some more. Again, when you bring up the picture with Jordan Seaton, well, what that means is that Jordan Seaton got to his man on the defensive line and got up to the linebacker. Again, we're going to keep saying that. Linebackers need good offensive line play. Defensive line play to be successful. And like I say, so maybe just on that play, Jordan Seaton got up to the linebacker like he should. Again, also on the offensive line, there's stuff called tags and double teams. And so maybe we double team a man, and that's who I'm supposed to get up to, is the linebacker. So it just depends on the call. But I'm not getting wrapped up in what I saw. I saw a lot of things good from the defense. I saw some things we need to work on the defense. I saw a lot of good things on the offense. I seen things we need to work on the offense. All in all, we had a good 3 days, and that's the way I took it.
Okay, appreciate that. Appreciate y'all insight on that. Hey, I want to say hello to one of my good close friends, Dr. Angela McIntyre. How you doing? She's looking in. She's saying hello to everybody. And we got over 100 some people already tuned in. Somebody named Big Dog says Tyler Johnson injury. Rod?
You're on mute.
There are some injuries right now, offense, defensive line. But like I said, unless CU publicly puts them out there, I'm just gonna let it be. But there are some people that's not practicing. They might be up ready to go after they come back after spring break. But right now, that first week, there are some guys that didn't practice on the D line and on the offensive line. So I don't want y'all to get caught up in who's not out there, who's in. The people that's out there, hey, evaluation time, right? Let's see what you got. Let's see what you don't got, right? So when we do add those guys in, it should look better than what it is, right? So I wouldn't get caught up in who's not practicing, things like that. There are some injuries, some minor injuries that they're just trying to let heal up to be ready to go. That they don't want to turn into major injuries. So we just got to relax, take our time, and we'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Now, also in the video, I saw Coach Phil Hope bringing his offensive line over to talk to him. Now, it looked like to me, this offensive coach is way better than the old offensive lineman coach that we used to have. Phil Hope, I believe he's gonna have the offensive line right, because Jordan Seaton, to be a freshman and dominate like that, Oh man, I can't wait to see this running game. And it looked like the offensive coordinator, man, it looked like they're gonna be a 60-40, 60 pass and 40 offense. What y'all think? Think we're gonna run the ball?
Hey, we gonna run the ball this year, but as you see, right, even on spring break, right, you see Jordan Seaton right now working, right? He's not stopping. He's working. He's working with edge rushers, down in Miami. He not taking no days off, right? He's out there enjoying himself, but he also putting the work in, and that's all you want to see from these guys on spring break, putting the work in, staying healthy, making the right decisions, not doing anything silly, any stupid to cause anything that can harm them moving into the season. That's all you can ask for, right? See these guys putting in the work, continue to grind, and getting ready because it's going to be a great season this upcoming season.
It's just a typical guy that's did it at every level. He's been the recruit, he's been to the NFL, and he's been the coach. And now he's the coach of some stud offensive linemen. And you can tell it doesn't take all that yelling and all that rah-rah with him. He's going to keep the same voice, but he's getting his point across. Those guys understand that he means business. He's a tall man in stature. But he demands respect. So you got to feel good with the way he's coaching these young men. We have a great offensive line coach. Hey, hold on, B, 1 second. Hey, for y'all guys out there, hey man, one thing I don't want, man, y'all don't get on here talking about, that right there, talking about what somebody else did and all that, man. We don't want no hate. We don't need no problems over here. We want nothing but positivity. So whatever you think of another person, keep that to yourself, please. Yeah, keep that to yourself.
Yeah. Check this out. All right. Let's talk about Coach Prime. All right. He went on $1 million worth of game podcast and said Coach Prime made it clear and crystal clear ahead of the 2025 NFL draft that if he has any control over it, Shadur, Travis, and Shiloh, I know where I want them to go. There's no certain city or where it is that it ain't going to happen. Otherwise, he was saying he finna pull an Eli Manning situation. You think he would do that? If now he prefers he went somewhere. I think Mad Dog TV podcast and said Shadur is not gonna play in no cold weather city because he tried to give Caleb Williams a head up. Don't go to Chicago because it's too cold. And he's seen how they did Justin Fields. You think that's the right move and the right thing to say right now ahead of the 2025 NFL draft?
Go ahead, Coach J.
At the end of the day, it's Prime. And Prime gonna do whatever he feels best for his kids. So however he feels like he want to manage it, that's Coach Prime, and let him manage it the way he wants to. People respect his adamant, the way he coaches and the way he thinks football. He knows a lot of football. So I don't think he's coming at nobody any kind of way or trying to say no such a thing. He just wants his son to be in the best predicament as anybody would want their child to be in the best predicament possible. So I just think he wants his son in the best predicament as possible. So we're not gonna speculate if he gonna do that. We just gonna let what all we gonna do is, like y'all gonna always hear me say, if we on here doing the season is we just gonna take it one step at a time. So let's just get through the season and get to the next year's all season, and we'll see where we go from there.
This is how I look at it. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Coach Prime gonna make sure that his boy is in the right situation in the right city. I just don't see Coach Prime. Coach Prime gonna have some say so, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna have some leeway in who he talks to, and what team they talk to, who they work out for, medical reports, things like that. He's going to have some type of say so, right, in that situation. So when you look at it, do I say it's gonna be 100% Prime gonna be able to pick what team they go to? No. Right, because at the end of the day, the NFL gonna have some control. Now, do I think some teams gonna trade up to try to get some players that has a relationship with Prime? Yes. So it's some type of leeway, but also Prime is gonna have some say so on who those kids don't work out for when it comes to Shiloh, Travis, and Shadur.
I agree with you on that, bro. I agree with you on that. I really do. All right, check this out. How did Jordan Seaton look so far to y'all? Be honest with the people.
I mean, I told y'all, playing at IMG get you ready for the college. For college, just straight up and down, no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Even when you hear that kid get up there in front of a press in the press conference, and you hear the well trained, the well oiled machine that he is talking. IMG gets you ready for D1 college. He's a D1 ball player, and there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And you got to feel confident with the way he's playing. But what you also like is that he's not sitting back on his talent or sitting back and just leaning on. I was a 5-star, and I'm gonna just walk in here. You see that kid practiced on Friday, and you see Friday night he was down somewhere getting some more work in. So those are the kind of kids, and that's the kind of when Coach Prime talking about kids with character, that's the kind of stuff we talking about. Kids with character, kids you ain't got to stand over and watch. They know what it's gonna take and what it is to be the best. And they're gonna go out there and do it. And listen, Jordan Seaton is as advertised. He's as advertised. No ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Jordan Seaton is just showing you the reason why Coach Prime went after him, right? Went and got, one of the best left tackles in high school football. And he's out there to prove it, right? He know all eyes on him. He know what he's gonna have to do. He know he's gonna have to train and put the work in. Jordan Seaton ain't looking for no handouts, but he know the spotlight's on him. And if he do what he's supposed to do, it's going to help in recruiting for the future, right? Because one of the biggest things was people said Coach Prime could not get nobody out of high school range for the offensive line. Jordan Seaton is just one of those people that, he's just trying to show the proof in the pudding. So let's go out and, handle business and let's see where it goes.
All right. Jordan Seaton, man, he just look good. He just look dominant. He look different than anybody. He look like he been trained up right. He got the right technique. He got the right footwork. He know how to use his hands. Look like he don't build up his upper body strength. And that's one of my major concerns. But, man, this dude look good to be a freshman, man. I think, man, I'm going to go and say it. He's the best offensive lineman Coach Prime got right now to me. He's dominant, man. I was watching that video late last night when I got home. Man, he put some dude in the ground, bro, and just laid on him. It's like Coach Prime say, he ain't trying to knock him down. He's trying to make a sprinkler system pop up. He's trying to make a sprinkler system out of him, man. And boy, I'll tell you, Jordan Seaton is that dude. He's that dude.
One of the things I love about Jordan Seaton right now is not only is he doing it on the field, but he's doing it off the field. And he's also helping them in recruiting with his former teammates to help them get to Boulder too. So he's not just doing it on the field, he's doing it off the field. He's in the community doing things. So, you see Jordan Seaton everywhere. It's not just he's coming up there to be the man. He's showing you on and off the field that he's coming there to do everything the right way.
Right. And also, I tell somebody else that looked good. That cornerback. What's his name? He played on the left side, the little short guy.
Are you talking about Preston Hodge?
Yeah, the one that made the interception. Number 24, I think. 20 or 24.
It's 24. Preston Hodge.
Preston Hodge. He looked good. He looked good in that practice, man.
He's a college football player. He done already played. He already seasoned. He know what he's looking for. He's being coached by NFL type talent in a coach that's going to put him in the best position for him to succeed. And so, and the thing is, you saw the pass where he get catched on by Marion Miller. He didn't go and pout. He didn't let that bring him down. He went back to team period and he got him an interception. And that's what you got to do. You got to forget about that one-on-one. When you made a mistake or when Marion Miller topped on you, and you go back and you make a play in the team period, and that's what you want to see. That's the kind of growth I want to see from all players. Is the how to get rid of the mistake and come back and do something big, because the interception, you're gonna remember that just as well as you're gonna remember a Marion Miller catch on him. So yes, he's having an outstanding spring right now for these first 3 days. I like what I see. I like I told you, it's good things and it's some things we need to work on. But all in all, I like what I see. I like the competition. You see the aggression that's out there. You didn't see that last year. You see aggression. You see real dogs against real dogs. And when you let a dog and a dog off the leash, that's what you're gonna get, and that's what you want to see.
All right, here's one of the things I will say though. I don't want everybody taking what they see a 5 minute worth of video from well-off media and just blowing it out of proportion, right? Because the truth of the matter is, it's still, early in this process. There's still some improvement that needs to be made, and it's gonna get made. It's not gonna be right then and there, right? You still see some things that we need to work on. You see that they're trying to, input being physical at the line of scrimmage, running the ball. You see that on film, right? The things that people say they can't do, they show you on film, because at the end of the day, they watch all these comments. They see what you say, right? And they keep all the receipts, and they just want to go out there and prove people wrong in a sense. But don't take everything that you see off well off, because you didn't see the entire practice and you just seen a glimpse, right? And so when you talk about linebacker play or the defense side of the ball, you're just seeing a glimpse of whatever those plays were. You don't actually know if the defense played better or not that day, because they're showing you what they want to show you. And that's what people need to understand. And so don't take everything that you see on well-off media and just think that's what it was, because there's more things that happen that day that they don't show you on film.
All right. Hey, we're doing good so far. We almost got 200 people tuning in. We want to thank everybody in the chat and everybody who's watching the broadcast tonight. If you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share the videos with your friends. We appreciate that. Also, well, you told me something last Sunday, but I didn't believe. But now that I saw it personally, that wide receiver, Mario Miller, that dude is him. What? Matter of fact, he was doing the same thing last year in the practice. So my question is, will Coach Prime give him a chance to be? To me, right now, he should be the number one wide receiver. To me, he done showed me that he can go out there and get the job done if you give him an opportunity. And Coach Prime held him up, said, "Have everybody done got an opportunity?" And everybody said, "Yeah." Boy, he taking advantage of his opportunity. What y'all think about Mario Miller this year?
Go ahead.
I mean, it's something in the water in Florida. And the Florida boys, we gonna Florida boys gonna always rise to the top. But just like anybody else, he just had to adapt to college. He was just coming out of high school, just learning the system and stuff. And so now you understand that he's getting a little intricacies, the little things that we've always been talking about. And he's getting those. And again, we know he's a ball player. No ifs, ands, and buts about that. But guys, it's more than just your talent. It's more than just your talent. And so now he's getting that. And now you see what Coach Phillips said about him. He loved him. Everybody, like, there was never a doubt that he was going to be a ball player. You get what I'm saying? But what you know is Coach Prime still went out and got other guys. But again, you didn't sulk. You didn't throw yourself no pity party. You didn't do none of that. You stayed humble. You stayed connected, and you stayed grinding, and that's the proof of the hard work. Again, I told you, hard work pay off when talent don't want to work, because sometimes talent just don't want to work. So that work, you got to put that work in, and you can tell that kid busted behind this whole off season, this whole winter workout, and it's starting to show up on the football field, and you can't get mad at that.
What I'll say about this, right, is the opportunity is right there in front of you. You got to go take it. And right now, he's taking advantage of his reps. You can say whatever you want to say. This, that, and the third player ain't there. But you're there right now. There ain't no excuses. You get to showcase your talent right there in front of everybody's eye and get to show what it is and what it ain't. And so when you can do the small things and understand that, hey, the things that you missed last year, you got to improve this year. And so that's why, these things are going to work for, him this year. I'm looking for him to have a big season. I know a lot of people don't look at him starting this, that, and the third, but he's going to be a name that you're going to have to put in that conversation as one of the top wide receivers this year for Colorado, because he's going to work, he's going to grind, and it's just the beginning. Don't get too overexcited. In the process, just keep grinding, keep working, and that's all you can ask for right now.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I like him. I like it so far, man. I so hope Coach Klein give him an opportunity to get out there and show his stuff, which I think he's gonna do.
But shout out to Travis though. Shout out to Travis who bought his mom a house. I forgot to mention that, man. Shout out to Travis, man. That was big, being able to move his mom into a new house, his brother to a new school. Just taking care of his family, man. Salute to Travis Hunter.
Yeah, you're right. I like that too. Travis Hunt, to be a young person, to a young man in his 20s, like he got his mind together. He's there mentally. He went out and got married his high school girlfriend, then turned around and went and bought his mama a house in college. Man, that dude, man, I'm telling you, when everybody went to Miami and they went to Vegas, that dude didn't even go. He stayed there and worked on his craft, man. He's more mature now than most of any other players on the team.
Yeah, he just kids with character. When you look that up, it should be a picture of Travis Hunter. It just should be a kids with character. And I'm not saying that the kid's perfect or anything like that, but the kid does what you ask him to do. He doesn't give you any problem. He don't want to go out. He don't want to do that. All he want to do is play football, go fishing, and go home to his fiance. That's all he wants to do. He don't want to do nothing else. That's all he wants to do. And he wants to be considered the best. Travis Hunter ain't just trying to be a good football player. Travis Hunter wants to go down and say he's one of the best to ever play the game. And that's the trajectory that kid is on. In every aspect of life, he's going to win in every aspect of life because of the way he's handling things and the way he's taking care of things. And every young athlete needs to look at this young man and say, hey man, that's the way I need to go. And I'm so proud of that kid. You can't say enough good things about him.
Right. I got somebody in the chat said, Big Dog said prayers up for Mario Miller mom. She's in the hospital. I've seen it in his story. Hey, if that's true, hey, my prayers goes out to her, and I hope she get better. Thanks for the update. And we got a super chat. Rod, I'll let you read that off. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hey, I tell you what, let's do this. Let's check this out. Let's do this. Let's talk about the Big 12. Who's the sleeper team in the Big 12 that everybody's overlooking? You can't name Colorado. I want to know what other team in the Big 12 that we overlooking. Who y'all think?
You got to talk about UCF because they just got to the to that conference as well. They got a lot of Florida kids down there. The offensive coordinator is an offensive-minded coach. He wants to throw the ball around. He's got some big-time transfers in this year. He got a quarterback that can throw the football. He got some defensive guys down there that can fly around. So if you coming down here to Orlando and thinking it's going to be a cakewalk, it's definitely not going to be that. So UCF is my sleeper in the conference right now. You get what I'm saying? Because I just think that they got everything they need if everything works out for them. But they the sleeper in my mind.
When you look at UCF, I mean they're growing every year. I love what they're doing. I love what they're building down there in the state of Florida. They're a programming that's up and rising. You can't take them lightly. They can come out there and they can put 60 on you. That's just the bottom line. If you come in there and thinking that it's gonna be a cakewalk, you'll get blown out of there, right? And it turns into some spaceships in the fast. So definitely like Gus Malzahn. He's very, very good coach when it comes to the offense side of the ball. He's one of them coaches that you can't. It's hard to plan for what Gus Malzahn is going to run on a week-to-week basis, right? Because one thing about it, he's going to put you in space, and he's going to let his pieces do their job, and he's going to run the ball. He's very creative in the run game, and that's what you got to love about him is that he's run first, but he's going to create opportunities for his playmakers to take advantage of it.
Okay.
And it's going to be up tempo. We gotta get ourselves ready for that. It's going to be an up tempo. So if you come in here and you can't get players off the field and you got the wrong personnel in there, that's what he's looking for. He's looking to catch you with the wrong people on the football field so he can take advantage of it. That's what his offense likes to do. He's a master in the offense. So like I told you, UCF. But another name that was on there, Kansas, you gotta respect Kansas. But you gotta respect Kansas. They got a good quarterback. I like the way their program is going. So you got to respect them. So you know what I'm saying. But them and UCF, definitely, you got to respect those two teams.
Okay.
Kansas got a top quarterback, and they do got a top corner that's going to be drafted.
Right.
Their corner's going to get drafted pretty high next year. So they're definitely a team to watch out for sure.
Okay. Let's talk about the defensive line right quick. I know we playing 14, at least 14, maybe 5. That last year, each team running back had over 1,000 yards rushing. Are we? Do we have the players up front, and are we big enough and stout enough up front to be able to stop the run on the other team? Do y'all have faith in our defensive line, the first group and the second group, to be able to stop the run in the Big 12 this year? And which player that's gonna stand out the most?
No problem. I mean, I like what we got. I don't believe that we're finished, so we won't talk about the finished product because I don't think we're finished in that aspect. But what we got right now, like I say, I think Shadozi demands a double team, and if he demands a double team, then that means somebody's free. You gotta like the way McNeil is playing. I've seen nobody block him all spring. I've seen nobody block him all spring. You got Coach playing in where he needs to be, and then like I said, I think they're going to be coached up very well. You got Carter, you got a couple of other kids that we got in. So yes, I like I say, right now I like the way that we're ready to go. And like I say, as long as that big man is in the middle and he can demand the double team, you're good to go. And y'all boys cut that out, man. Y'all boys cut that out.
Here's what I'm gonna say upon this. All right, I feel like on the defensive line we're about 1 or 2 pieces away. On the defensive line from where we need to be at. Now we don't know what this defensive line really is gonna look like yet, just because all the pieces are not there yet in place. So when you look at all the pieces not being there in place, we got some things that we still gotta figure out. As far as who's gonna be on this line after the spring game, who's gonna be there, who's not, who are. So I just feel like we're 1 or 2 pieces away. I feel like we need a couple bigger ends to go out and get, but we also need some interior help still. So, but the defensive line is not fully healthy yet. So we don't fully know exactly what we truly have just yet. But right now it's hard to tell, exactly what we have, what we don't have when everybody's not fully healthy and not on the team yet. Not there, I should say.
Okay, Miss St. Clair said, can we shout out the CU women basketball team going back to the Sweet 16? All right, we'll do that. They did good. I saw that. They won. Y'all get them lights up for us to let us know that y'all.
Shout out to the ladies up the SCO. They headed to New York, Sweet 16, man. Hey, you gotta give up to the women's basketball team, man. They've been doing their thing all freaking year. So, man, shout out to them, man. It's been a ride, but I'm glad to see them having success. They're gonna have a tough one. They're probably gonna end up playing Iowa, but if Iowa gets upset tomorrow, then they ain't gotta worry about it. But they might be against Caitlin Clark, and I like our chances against Caitlin Clark and them going to go beat them.
You got, like you said, you got to give them girls a hand. The adversity. This coach that they got down there, she's a heck of a ball coach, and no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I think we got the best point guard in the country, and I don't care what nobody think. Those girls play hard, and you can't do nothing but respect them. So we want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? If it's Clark or whoever it is, we want all the smoke. So we just gonna get ready for next week.
But I gotta give some credit to the men's team, right? They went out tough today. They fought all the way to the end, down 11 at halftime, and fought all the way back. So missed the shot to tie the game, to send it to overtime. Man, shout out to the men's team for what they did. But man, it's good to see one of the programs moving on, which both of them was moving on, but only one of them is. But man, shout out to the ladies, shout out to the men's program this year. Hell of a season for both teams.
All right. Hey, that's a question for the chat. Everybody that's tuning in. What's your expectation for Colorado this year? Put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think their record gonna be at the end of the season. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. They're gonna be 10-2, and if they beat Kansas State, that 5th game, they play a 5th or 6th game, they're gonna go 11-1. That's just my opinion. Put your opinion down there in the chat. All right, Rod, check this out. Check this out, Rod. I'm starting with you. will Coach Prime keep the offensive coordinator from running the ball?
He's going to allow Pat Sherman to call this offense. You're going to see a balance with run and pass. I've been saying this, and I don't think it's going to change. Just going off of who Pat Sherman is and understanding and watching him, play calling over the years past, I just truly think that it's gonna be, probably 55-45, somewhere in that range, but 60-40. But I just see them run the ball more than what they did last year for sure. I think the running backs are going to have the opportunity. The offensive linemen want to run the ball. They want to run block. So we're going to see when it's all said and done. But if we want to win, and I'm telling you this, if we want to win, we have to run the ball. And I think we're going to do that.
No, I mean, it's no doubt about it. I don't know where that narrative comes from. People thinking that Coach Prime telling people not to run the ball and stuff like that. Coach Prime has played the game of football. He knows that you need both. He knows that the run sets up the pass. So we definitely gonna run the ball. I think he also let y'all know that he cares about kids because he told y'all that Alton wasn't ready last year. He straight said Jesse wasn't ready. And that's the kind of football coach that he is. He's not finna put a kid out there for his well-being, for him to hurt himself and hurt his draft stock and all that from him going out there and hurting himself. So if you saw Alton, he looking explosive. You seen him break through a couple of holes, and he's looking good. So I think we're gonna really run the football. Dylan looks good, and so did Savion. I didn't see if Michael got many carries this week, or they just didn't show it. But the carries that I saw from all three of those guys, they looked real good. And like you said, this offensive line, they want to maul people. They want to push people down the field. They want to pancake young kids, young men. So that's the best thing for us. But yes, we gonna, like I say, I always say 60-40, but it can be either or depending on the week. So we could be 60-40 run one week, we could be 60-40 pass one week. So I just think it could be flip-flop at any given time.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna say this. One thing you gotta love in this running game is you're starting to see the offensive line get to that second level. Something we didn't see last year, right? We get blown off the ball. We'd be in players making plays in the backfield. So to see the offensive linemen getting up to that second level to the linebackers is huge. Even with Shiloh coming down and laying out one of the linemen, it's just good to see that one of the linemen actually got up to the second level or to the third level, and so you got to give credit where credit is due. We still a lot to improve at the offensive line position. It's not a finished product, but you got to love to see that your offensive line is starting to get to that second and third level.
All right, I want to read this comment right here from Stephen Woodland. Coach Prime will run the ball because it's the key to keeping too healthy and more efficient. I agree with that. Y'all know Stephen Woodland?
Yeah, that's
one of y'all guys.
Yeah, he one of our guys. What's going on, Mr.
Good comment, Mr. Woodland. Good comment. We appreciate that. Good comment. I like that. All right. We had the 30-minute mark, and we got over 230 people tuned in. We're finna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna do a little rapid fire. Y'all ready? I'm gonna ask you a question. Just give me one answer. It ain't gonna be about Colorado. We just gonna switch it up, and then when we get through with that, we're gonna shift back to Colorado. Y'all okay with that?
Let's do it.
All right. Here it goes. If you want to head, I ain't gonna use it like that. We're gonna stay in the women. We're gonna go to the women's college basketball. Who you take? South Carolina or LSU? Come on, Coach Dre, start it out. Who you want?
I got South Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina? Y'all don't think LSU could beat them this year?
Nah. They're more deeper than LSU.
Hold on. This is what I'm gonna say. If LSU do what they did in the second half and let Flajay handle the
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They kind of started out slow the first half, but the second half, oh man.
Yeah, they do that.
Rod, that girl named Johnson, boy, she can shoot that thing, boy.
Give me South Carolina.
South Carolina? Okay, all right, I'm gonna give you that one, Rod. I like that. I like the head coach. She can coach. I believe she can coach in the NBA. Don Staley. If they give her opportunity. All right, I've got another question. All right, who's the GOAT? LeBron James or Michael Jordan? I say Michael Jordan. Who y'all say? Don't freeze up on me. It's just a rapid fire.
It just
Who's the GOAT?
It depends on your generation, man.
Oh, come on, man. Go look at the film work, bro.
This has always been my argument in this situation.
Look, I know LeBron is a good guy and he do good things off. I ain't no need to get mad, Coach Dre. He do good things off and on the court. I give him that. He a family man. He ain't never been divorced. He treated everybody right. But when it comes to that basketball, MJ that could.
Hey, listen, for me, I love what Mike brung because he bring that dog. You know what I'm saying? That, hey, listen, it's no nonsense. You ain't putting the work in, ain't passing the ball. I'm finna go handle business. But you also gotta love what LeBron stand for. You know, opening up his own school, helping kids get to college, being that great teammate on and off the court. So for me, it's hard for me to choose because I've been able to watch both of them play. So it's hard for me on that one.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, it depends. It's some people that didn't get to see Mike in his prime. Man, we gonna always have this debate, but this is what I'm always tell people: do we think Mike could do what LeBron doing at this age? And the answer is probably no. So you get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you gonna always go with Mike because Mike got 6, LeBron got 4, and that's what most people go by the championships. So you know, MJ gonna rock it for right now.
All right, check this out. If you was betting man, you had one game to bet on. Who you want to be the quarterback? Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes? One game to win. Who you want your quarterback?
I'm going with Mahomes.
Why?
It's just both of them make bad receivers look good. I will say that, but he's more agile. He can do more with his feet, and he can get us out of a bad play. You know what I'm saying, with his feet. And he got the arm, and he also got the arm talent. So right now, I'm taking Patrick.
I'm going Brady mode. I'm going Brady mode. I'm with you, Rod. Control that game all game. I'm going Brady mode. Brady mode.
One game. Tom Brady. I believe I have to go with that too. All right. Who's your Rushmore of college football running back? Got to be 4 of them. Running backs. Out of entire college football, who's the 4 best running back on your Rushmore list? Mount Rushmore.
Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders. You're going to have to say Ricky Williams. That last one hard because it's an old school. It's an old school back, but I never got to see them play.
Oh, I can't believe y'all didn't put what you call it now for USC.
And Reggie.
I got Reggie.
And Reggie.
I got Reggie. Dang, man, it's tough. I gotta go with AP though. I gotta go with
Adrian Peterson. When he was at Oklahoma.
Barry Sanders. So them 3. My 4th one, man, that's the toughest one right there. That would make me think.
You ain't got no one. I was talking. Hold on.
Oh,
take that back. I take Reggie off. I forgot all about Herschel Walker.
Hey, college now.
Yeah, Herschel and Georgia. Herschel.
Okay. Herschel Walker. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Bo Jackson though. I'll take Bo Jackson. You can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with Bo Jackson.
I got the
Reggie. The 4. Them 4, man.
Whew. Man, y'all don't think Reggie Bush been one of the best?
I
on Mount Rushmore. You don't think you wouldn't put him up there on that Rush Mountain for USC?
I got Reggie Bush on mine.
He on mine.
Not when I thought about Herschel. You talking about Bo? Listen.
Herschel Walker belongs there.
You can't go wrong. Listen. You can't go wrong with Herschel Walker.
Did y'all see Tony Dorsett at Pitt? See y'all. I'm old school. Y'all them young cats.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I say it's a couple of older cats that I know that people like the dude who won the Heisman 2 times. He played running back. Earl Campbell, guys like that right there. Yeah, I told you, Herschel, man. Herschel. When you look at Herschel did, man, him and Bo.
I give you that one. Well, that's tough. That's a tough one.
It's like when you turn all 3 of those tapes on, though.
Yeah, that's a tough one. There. Hey, check out this question right here. Check out this question. I need the chat to come in with me also. You the owner.
They say Clinton Portis, Tony Dorsett.
Portis from the city, from my city. He's not on that. And I love him to death.
They put O.J. Simpson in there.
Ooh, Eric Dickerson. Oh my God, yeah. That's
man, I forgot all about Eric Dickerson. That's a hard one, though, man. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
It's about 10 of them that you couldn't probably go wrong with. That you get what I'm saying. About 10 of them you probably couldn't go wrong with.
Oh man, I forgot about Archie Griffin. He said Archie Griffin was 2 times.
Hey, how can I forget about Marshall Falk though?
But not in college though.
Marshall Falk. I said you 4, y'all. You can't put everybody up there.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But yeah,
you say 4, man.
Hey, we got 213 people tuned in tonight. We want to appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. We don't take your viewership for likeness.
Rapid fire. It was 4 rapid fire. So it was
yeah. Okay, all right. Go to another rapid fire. Y'all ready? You ready? If you was the owner of an NFL team and you had the first pick in this upcoming draft, NFL draft, you only could pick one of these players that's up. Are you gonna pick Carson Beck from the University of Georgia, Shedeur Sanders from Colorado, or do you want Cam Ward out of Miami? It's on you, Dre. Only 3 of those. That's your choice.
Like Rob said, you just
hey, you tell me, y'all, you from Miami, Florida, you don't want Cam Ward?
I'm from Gainesville, Florida. I ain't from Miami. I'm from Gainesville, where the Gators is.
Oh, yeah.
Up the skull, baby.
Up the skull. Everybody wants to do it.
All day, baby.
And I like Cam Ward. And Carson Beck is a winner. You get what I'm saying? That I'm gonna say he a winner. I ain't gonna say he a bad quarterback. He a winner. But when you talk about all the intangibles and everything you want, you can't talk about nobody but Shedeur Sanders. Like he said, if Shedeur came out this year, I think he's the number 2 quarterback off the board, and that's just being honest. So
I just listen. When you talk about as an owner, you talk about marketability, ticket sales, things like that. Like, it's just too easy to pick Shedeur because everything that you want out of a quarterback and that can bring you more than just being a quarterback that brings marketability to your team, to help jersey sales, to help profit. That's how I'm thinking as an owner. Like, who can give me all of that, right? You take a Carson Beck, he can't give me that. He can't give me the marketability outside of what he does, right?
Nobody even know who he is.
When you talk about Cam Ward can possibly do it, but his brand ain't big as Shedeur's brand. So you look at the brand itself coming out of college and things like that, man, you just gotta go, and 2 is just an easy pick. Easy.
Yeah, I mean, and when you're an owner, that's what you got to think about. Okay, so let's just think. Most of the time, when you in the top, in that top situation, you need to sell tickets because you probably ain't putting butts in the seats. You probably ain't selling out. You was probably pretty bad last year, so you need to do everything that's gonna get your fan base excited. And it's only 2 quarterbacks that can kind of do that, and I don't even think Cam can do what Shedeur can do. So I mean, it's Sanders all day.
Let me just say this before we move on. Hey, I don't know what's going on other people's shows, channels. Please, man, we just here having a good vibe, man. Please don't bring it over here, man. I don't care. Can I just let it go, let it ride. Whatever going on somebody else's channel, somebody else's show, ain't got nothing to do with us. Keep us out of it. We just here to have a good time and have a talk, man. That's it.
All right. Got in the chat says shout out to Gainesville, J&J. Appreciate that for things of the league.
Yeah, we in here, man. Yeah, and that's what
Peter Ambassador said. What's up, Rod?
Salute.
All right, let's get back to rapid fire right quick. Let me shoot about 2 more to y'all, and then we're gonna move back into the Colorado. All right, check this out. I'm gonna test y'all music. See what y'all know about the music game. Drake or Future?
I'm going Drake.
You going with Drake?
I'm going with Drake.
You gonna go with Drake too? All right, check. I'm gonna see how young you are, Coach Drake. Here we go. Lil Baby, NBA young boy. Ah, shit. I got NBA young boy. Lil Baby, all right, but I would NBA young boy.
What I'm saying is I gotta go with Baby because Baby marketable. You see Baby doing all kind of things. You know, NBA young boy good. You know, you're a good young man. And, you know everybody make mistakes and stuff, but some of the stuff that he rapping about, some of these kids really think that is like that and it's not, and we can't have that going on. You see what I'm saying? But he a good rapper, but Lil Baby is way more marketable. You see him on commercials. You see him doing all kind of other stuff. So if you asking me to take one, I'm taking Lil Baby.
I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna take NBA YoungBoy. That's all I'm riding with.
Hey, that's on God, there, bro. I like NBA YoungBoy. I don't like all the bad language that he used and everything, but if you just listen to some of his music, the young guys at work got me to listen to him. Said, just listen to the music and message. Come on, don't be so too old school. Just listen to the message. All right, my last question for rapid fire. The best NBA player now, Steph Curry or the dude from Georgia, from University of Georgia, went to the Minnesota Timberwolves after the Edwards. Who you like, Steph Curry or after the Edwards?
That's tough because Anthony Edwards is that guy.
Y'all see that dunk this past week?
He's that guy right now. But I'm still, if you asking me right now, I'm still taking Steph because Steph gonna change the game with the three, and he can shoot. He can shoot the lights out. And like I say, it depends on what kind of basketball player. But I'm taking Steph right now.
Championship rings, man. It's hard to turn them down. You got to go Curry 30. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Curry 30. Nothing wrong with the Ant-Man, but he's
showing out.
He's still about a year or two away from really like taking over this league. I just
think Michael Jordan said he close. Yeah, he remind me of me.
Yeah, I just think
he got that dog in him.
The thing with Ant is I think he has to get out of Minnesota for him to really take over to that next level. I like him a lot. I love his game, but I just don't think him being in Minnesota is going to help prosper him to where he go to.
Right, he got to get out of Minnesota.
And I think
I agree with that. He does. All right, we got a super chat in. Maria S. Sunny and $10. She said, "Great show, guys. Appreciate it, Maria. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the kind word. All right. Nate Bone said Curry. Tufo said Curry. Willie Bettman he said Damon Lillard.
You know that wasn't on the question, no Willie.
I know that right. You got Steph. Stephen Willis said Steph. Out of Mind said Curry. Chase Reddy said Ever is a pup on the rise. Say you're a pup. Maria said Curry all day. Ant is Jordan. Hey, we appreciate that. Alan Keith said excellent rapid fire question. I appreciate that. And the last one, Jordan is the GOAT. Appreciate that, Salt. That I appreciate that. I agree. He is. I don't care what LeBron says. I know LeBron James. I like LeBron, but he ain't the GOAT. He must ain't seen video come fly with me. All right, guys. Check this out. Let's switch it back and let's talk about Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo and what's your expectation. Over the weekend, he had some visitors to come in, some recruits to come in. What y'all know about that 5-star quarterback, Juju Lewis?
I mean, he's on everybody's board. He what everybody wants. He can throw the ball. He athletic. He got a great arm. He a good kid. I've seen him at a couple of the high school events and things like that. So he what you're looking for in a quarterback. He was in town. He gonna take the visits. He gonna look and see what's the best option for him. I hope he picks the University of Colorado. But if he doesn't, we're not gonna be upset and we ain't gonna throw no stones. We're gonna wish the man the best. You know what I'm saying? But he is a great talent at the quarterback position.
He's just a kid that reclassified up. He's the hottest commodity quarterback right now that's available. Not to say that no other quarterbacks, she used after is unavailable. But you know, they got their eyes on a couple quarterbacks. So we'll see. Juju's is one of the quarterbacks that we really on that we're trying to close the deal. It's really all up in the ball's in his court, right? What he wants to do. And so when you really break it down, you know what you're getting out of this quarterback. He is somebody that can convince kids to come to Colorado and play with him. You want to see Colorado go ahead and close who's going to be quarterback for next season early throughout the process, because now they can start moving and really helping this team and build the foundation to what this team is going to look like for years to come, right? As you see, a lot of offensive linemen are getting offers, you know, for the 25-26 class. You see Phil doing his job and recruiting strong. It just now we got to get that first piece. We got to get that first commit. And they're really trying to push to make sure that we get a quarterback out of this class, because we strongly need a quarterback out of this class, and see where it goes from there.
All right. I appreciate y'all answer on that. Just like I say, I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again. Pastor Corey, aka PC said he loved this format and he loved the panel. We appreciate your kind word, Pastor. Appreciate that for tuning in. I think we don't have up to 230 people tuning in tonight. That's the biggest crowd I ever had during a broadcast, and I want to thank y'all and people who take out the time, because I know it's a lot of things going on. I'm sure there's a lot of people on YouTube doing their thing, but we got over 230 some people watching us live, and I'm sure after we post it up on our website, we're gonna have over 2,000 people that gonna tune in by tomorrow. And I don't take nobody viewership lightly. I appreciate you. And I appreciate Rob and Coach Drake for joining me. I appreciate y'all, fellas.
Appreciate
all right.
You too, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Check this out. Listen to the chat. I want y'all to log in. Y'all come in on this comment too. All right. The NCAA football committee decided they're going to let 12 teams in, right?
Yep.
How many teams from the SEC you think will make the playoff, and give me the names of the SEC team that you think will make this playoff? Chat, y'all put it in the comments below. Come on, start now, Coach Drake. Give me the fourth. How many teams you think gonna make it, and name the teams?
I got 5.
You got
Georgia.
5?
I got 5.
Woo!
I got Georgia. I got Texas. I got Ole Miss. I got Missouri, and I got LSU.
Wow. Rob?
I mean, he hit it right there in the head, man. There ain't no argument with them 5 teams right there.
You think they're gonna put 5 teams in it?
You can
out of 12?
I could just automatic lock is Georgia, right? That's just
we can say Georgia. I understand Georgia.
Texas, they got the next
That's gonna be the
roster. When you look at Ole Miss, what Lane Kiffin brings, the
Oh
brand.
boy, he done did it over there. He did what Coach Prime doing.
Yeah, he didn't went and got in the portal and got every kid that you could think of. Yeah, top caliber kid. You think about Missouri, all they did was just built on what they already had last year and went into the portal and got the missing pieces that they didn't have last year, right? And you think about LSU, they got to get it done this year. If they don't get it done this year, Brian Kelly's out of there. So when you think about the landscape of the SEC, those are the first 5 teams that come to mind.
Wow, man, I can't believe y'all said 5.
Yeah, it's
okay. Okay, check this out now. Let's say Colorado go 9-3. They come in second in their conference. And let's say Kansas or Kansas State go 10-2 and win the conference. If Colorado go 9-3, LSU 9-3, Auburn 9-3, let's say Missouri 9-3. Which one of them teams you think that committee gonna let in?
Colorado doesn't get in.
You don't think at 9-3?
SEC is stronger. The conference
they got 5 teams. They got 4 teams in. All that is. I push back on that on y'all. Ain't no way they leave Prime out of that, man.
It's coming out straight to schedule.
Chat, y'all help me out with Coach Prime. I see Drake with me and Rod disagreeing on the first time, and this just our third show. Chat, y'all help me out. You think they gonna overlook Coach Prime in Colorado at a 9-3 record with 12 teams? We know I believe Miami. Y'all okay? You think Miami gonna get in the ACC?
Yeah,
they should win their division. I seen their schedule. They don't play nobody but Florida State. Now, let's see, over there in the Big Ten. Well, we're gonna put Notre Dame. We got to put Notre Dame in because they ain't in no conference.
You can't.
Well, who in the
put them
Big Ten
They
gonna
got a
make
tough
it?
schedule. They got a tough
Who in the
schedule.
Big Ten gonna make it?
Big Ten. I got whoever win, which it's gonna be Ohio State, and then you got to think about Oregon.
You got to think about Michigan. You got to think about Penn State.
I think Michigan a year away, and you got to think
that's
about
14. You think they're gonna put 14 in?
No, but those are the schools that come off the top of your head when you're talking about competition to get into the playoffs. Those are the top 4 teams you think about out of the Big Ten.
Right. So it's gonna be. So this is what I got. So this the format. So now it was gonna be a 4. So the 4 conference champions get in. So the ACC champ, the Big 12, Big 10, and the SEC. That champ get in automatically, right? If you made that, so, and then now they gonna let the out of the Mountain West and whatever the other conference is, whoever has the best record out of them, they gonna make it. So that's 5 spots already taken. So there's 6 spots left, right?
Right.
7 spots left. I'm sorry. So again, so let's just say Georgia win. Texas gonna be there. Ole Miss, LSU, and Missouri. They go 4 of them. Right?
3 spots left.
It's 3 spots left.
3 spots left.
So now you're gonna look at the strength of schedule of everybody else. That's why 9-2 looks a lot better than 10-2 looks a lot better than 9-3. Especially if we beating up on each other. Because nobody looks at that except for the SEC. They say, well, they beating up on each other. That's why they 9-3. A 9-3 LSU team gonna get in before a 9-3 Colorado team because of the simple fact they're gonna say look at who they lost to. Yep. They're gonna say look at who they lost to. Because see now you gotta look at all 3 losses. Let's say we lose to Utah, Kansas State, and somebody. And LSU lose to Georgia, Texas, and you get what I'm saying, and somebody else. They're gonna say, look at who they lost to. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna say, look at who they lost to. So that's the biggest thing. So that's why my biggest thing is I want to be 10-2. I want to get me personally, I want the automatic bid. You get what I'm saying? If we get the automatic bid, we ain't got to worry about that. And then it's going go ahead, Rob.
Here's the thing though. We don't know what Alabama's gonna be.
No, we don't.
They can play a big part in this too.
Yeah.
We don't know what Alabama's gonna be.
They gonna be the spoiler team.
But again, if Alabama gets in, then somebody else comes out. I mean, it's only 5 teams. I'm not going up to no more. It's just 5 teams. So if Alabama wins, somebody else comes off. That's all it is.
So y'all don't think 2 teams out of the Big 12 will make it?
No.
2-10 and 2 teams.
But see, here's the thing: they both have to play for the conference championship. If that happens, where like they're both 11-1, 11-1, you might have a chance. But you're talking about 9-3, 10-2. No, whoever wins the Big 12 championship is in because the Big 10 is gonna get 2 to 3 teams in. That's just gonna be a given because they're going to try to make it where the SEC and the Big 10 get the most teams in there. That's just so somebody gonna get lost. It's either gonna be the Big 12 or it's gonna be the ACC. So now you're talking about if Miami gets in, now what happens with Florida State or Clemson, right? Because those are the next 2 teams. So what happens with them? So now the strength schedule is going to come play out, and that's the problem.
Wow, man. Yeah. So really, like
it's just
whoever is J Sands, he might be right. Automatic bid or bust. That's the only way CU will get in.
Yeah,
sound like you know stuff. I guess that's a female.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's tough because I only think 1 team out of the ACC getting in. That's just me.
That's just me too.
So we just named we said 17. We just gave you the 4 other teams from the SEC. Then we're gonna put in Oregon because I think Ohio State gonna win the Big 10, right? So yeah, like I said, you might squeak in, but again, it's gonna also be about the money. So
That's
that's
Coach
another reason
Prime
why.
draws the
Right,
people. He gonna drive up the rating, and he sells tickets, bruh.
But
the biggest.
it's you're going to
93,
have to
they
do.
in, y'all.
But see, here's the thing. Colorado has to be peaking at the right time.
They got to peak in the middle. After they come off they bye, they got to start peak. They can't lose
If
the first 5 games. They can't lose no game there because they weak. They play weak teams. Because they
but see,
spent the schedule is on the back end.
momentum is gonna matter for Colorado. Say they don't win a championship and they talk about trying to put them in, momentum matters. If the ratings can back up why they should put them in, they're gonna put them in because you're talking about money. You're talking about billions of dollars that they can profit
Right.
about Colorado being in there.
Yeah.
So the ratings have to show, right? Because if you're talking about LSU got the same record as a Colorado and they're debating who can put it in, who's gonna bring you the most viewership? That can play a part. But ultimately, I think they end up putting an SEC school over it. I would love to see them put 2 teams from the Big 12 in, but you got to think about it realistically in this sense of matter, right? What does Colorado bring to the table? You know, hands down, they're going to bring you marketability, right?
Right.
This time is going to be your brain. They're going to bring you the viewership, but also what comes with it because you want great product on the field. And who do they have them matched up to is another thing, right? Say you get Colorado and Colorado gets to go up against Miami. You got to put Colorado in because you know what the ratings is going to be.
Yeah.
But if you got Colorado going against Mizzou, it might not look the same. You know, yeah, you're going to get the viewership, but you want a storyline, and that's what it's got to come down to. What's the storyline? Them putting Colorado in, who are they playing in their first playoff game? Because that's going to matter. And where's the game being played at?
Right, so that's the biggest thing. So the bowl people are not making money until the second round of the playoffs. In the first round, you play at the home. Whoever has the highest seed, you play at their home field. So they're making the money. So that's our biggest thing is, can we get ourselves in a position to where if we don't win the conference, we in a high enough seed to where we can host the game because that's more money for the school. And then you get what I'm saying. But when it comes down to money, I get what you're saying. B is the money aspect for the NCAA and the money that it can bring. But we definitely gotta be 9-3 to 10-2 to get in.
Okay. But let's look at the big two.
I would love to see a home game at Forest Field in Boulder, Colorado, and let's see where this thing go. I would love to see it, right? But when you talk reality, it's just the nature. But I would love to see that. It would be bananas. It would be crazy. It would probably, I couldn't even imagine what would go on. They probably would not even allow school to happen for that week.
Yeah. Okay, let's check this out. Hey, check this out, Coach Dre, down there in Florida. UCF. Hold on, where my nose at? I want to mess up this dude's name. The quarterback that they got down there from UCF. I think he's gonna turn out this year for them.
He gonna do his thing. We gonna have to contain him. Everybody gonna have to contain him. He can throw the ball. He can make every throw. He got legs. He got wheels. He can make something out of nothing. So you gonna have to contain him. He a ball player. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. He a ball player, and we gonna have to come to play. Every team you gonna have to account for that guy when you play it because he can make every throw. He can make a play out of no play. So sometimes the scramble drill is his best play when he can scramble out and stuff like that. So yeah, I think he gonna have a big year. I'm looking for big things from him. I like the kid. Hopefully we gonna get down there to see him in a week or two.
Hey, Rob, you think he'll win the offensive player of the year? You got a chance? KJ Jefferson?
One thing I like about KJ Jefferson is his ability to see the field and to make plays. But his biggest thing is sometimes he runs too much. And that can hurt you too also, right? Does he trust his eyes, his judgment of, to make every throw? He can make every throw, but which version of KJ you gonna see? Are you gonna see the version from him last year, or are you gonna see the version of him from 2 years ago? the version of 2 years ago is to draft for NFL player. The version last year was kind of different. So KJ is a hell of a player, man. It's not somebody that you want to sleep on. One thing about it is Gus Malzahn is going to treat him like what he did with Cam Newton. So you probably going to see similarities in his offense, what he did with Cam Newton, what he does with KJ. It's going to be, they're going to run the ball. They're going to run RPOs. They're going to do a lot of different things to make sure that KJ is comfortable as possible throughout the game. And they're going to give him easy throws. They're going to give him deep throws. So he's going to put up the stats. It's all about which KJ is going to show up each Saturday.
I mean, he just, like you say, and they got a decent and they got a good running back, so you're going to have to respect the run. You're going to have to respect the RPO. And I don't think Gus has had a quarterback the likes of that since he had Cam Newton. And that's when Gus had his best success, is when he had Cam. So he feels good about where his offense should go with this kid pulling the trigger.
Question. HBCU. When Coach Pryor left as the coach, he took the spotlight away. The spotlight that it's been them on. Do you think if any team in the HBCU family will hire Cam Newton, would that bring the shine back?
It's a couple of coaches out there. They just Cam. Ed Reed wants to coach. Ray Lewis wants to coach. There's a couple of coaches out there that could bring back the spotlight to where it is. I don't think it dimmed the spotlight. I just think that. Come
on, Coach Ray. Ain't nobody talking about the HBCU family since he left.
They're not talking about it because of the simple fact is they didn't listen to him when they didn't listen to what he told you. And now the biggest other coach has left. So that's the biggest thing is now they don't have a name. Andre Johnson wanted to coach at Texas Southern, and they didn't. The people didn't approve him to be the head coach at Texas Southern this year. So Prime gave you the blueprint. You need somebody who can speak up in the HBCU world, and right now you don't have that. So you can't muffle a Prime. You can't muffle Ray Lewis or Ed Reed. So yes, you need that. But the biggest thing is us. You see us. We gotta support them as much as we support. Like I said, I love Jackson. I love fam still. I'm Colorado all day, but I still rock with them because that's where I started at. My cousin played for Cookman when it was BCC before it became BCU. He had a scholarship, so I grew up on that HBCU football and the way they bring it. And I think that we as a people have to get behind it. And if we as a people get behind it and support it and push it, I think we'll see a lot more. But yes, we probably do need another name. But it's names out there. They just gotta hire them. It's names out there that want to coach. They just gotta hire them. That's the thing. It's guys that want to coach at HBCUs. They just gotta hire them.
Hey, you hit the nail right there in the head where I was trying to speak to. We got to get the business right. When you start to see all these coaches that's leaving, that's going to take other jobs, is because the business not right at the HBCU level, right? And we just got to get that together, man. We get the business straight out the HBCU level and pay these coaches, right? What they paying them is breadcrumbs, right? What they paying them, it's high school coaches making more money than what they making at a Division I college, right? So they got to get the business right. For me, I would love to see more high-profile names. But the bigger problem with HBCU is they don't want those names because they always feel like they're going to leave them. They should come in there and elevate your program and bring you more things to your program for the university to elevate so you can have more resources. But we forget about those things because all we looking at is, well, we hired this coach. We don't want to go through the process again over and over and over again. Well, sometimes that might be a great thing if your coaches are elevating to another program because that program they're going to, they're bringing resources back to you. And those are the things that I think we forget about a lot of the times is the resources that come with the benefit of hiring those coaches.
Facts. And then what Nick just said is a great thing. There's no way that Kevin Sutherland shouldn't be a head coach at HBCU. It just isn't. I'm knocking down his door. I'm trying to go find him. You understand me? The other coach that was at Michigan State, Mel Tucker. If I'm at HBCU, I'm trying to go find him. I understand. Like I say, we got to give people a second chance, like these other people are giving other head coaches a second chance. And I think people don't get that's what Prime, when he said that was my call, I was called to come to the HBCU to shine the light on some great coaches that's were down here in the HBCU that people weren't talking about. I think Willie Simmons will be a head coach at a P5 or a Power 5 school because people got to see the light and got to see what kind of football coach he was. So we just got to continue to make sure that we push that narrative. But there's no way a guy like Kevin Sullivan ain't a head coach at an HBCU. I'm trying to, and like I say, when you got Andre Johnson and your school don't approve him to be the head coach, you know, I don't know what else y'all want. And but we always say we want to better ourselves. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do for these kids, because right now we just behind on the facilities and stuff like that. And as much as we don't want to talk about it, kids care about that because that's where they spend most of their times, in the locker rooms and around the facilities.
But see, some of that could be fixed if we just take the chance to take the opportunity with the right people. We don't want to take the big names, but the big names are going to help you in everything that you need to help the school get better. And that's the part that we forget about, right? These universities and programs, they don't want to take the opportunity to hire these big name guys because they know that they're going to leave. But sometimes, man, you just gotta look at it from a different standpoint, a different point of view. If I'm anybody, I want Ed Reed coming in because guess what? My facilities are gonna get upgraded immediately. He might not put the money, but he gonna know somebody that can come make it happen. That'll do it as a tax write-off, help the university. And when he does leave, guess what? You got a new field, you got a new facility, and you also help the other athletic programs, and you brought money to the university. But we don't think about these things. But we go and push that we have the best business practices at HBCU, but then we forget about the business side when it comes to athletics. Just saying.
I agree with you on that one, big dog. I agree with y'all on that one. I like, boy, y'all went in on that one, boy. Rod had to sit up and come at y'all on that one about the HBCU. Yeah, they got the hell of business, man. They got to let that money go, Rod.
But see, here's the thing, though. I love HBCU. I love everything it stands for. We just need to see more. And when you start realizing why some of these coaches didn't get hired because somebody in their feelings on their board for some odd, goofy reason, it just makes it look bad. And those are the things that we don't shed light on, and that should be shed light on. But it just gets swept under the rug because it's an HBCU.
Right.
DC Carson Music at Real Life, he said, I don't think people understand the funding shortage at HBCU.
We do.
I understand. I do understand. But I think they still holding back the funds.
You can see, but we got to take a chance on that.
Go ahead, Dre.
Go ahead, Dre.
This is the thing. We got to take a chance. Just like we tell anybody with anything in life. Me and Rob was talking before the show. Everybody, when you see a rainbow, you take out your phone, right? And you take a picture. You take it. Oh man, everybody's so happy to see a rainbow. But before that rainbow, it was a little rain. You know, we done been up under the rain for a long time at HBCU. So now we got to step out on. We got to step out on a little faith. And a lot of HBCUs, they based in that faith and stuff. So we got to step out on the faith. And if I saw what Prime did for the University of for Jackson State University, there's no way I don't think that if I hire Ray Lewis, if I hire Ed Reed, if I hire some of these guys, what Ed Reed was not, Cookman get some upgrades now, but they're getting, nobody gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it, they're getting the upgrades because of Ed Reed, because he shined the light on what was wrong. And he was finna turn that place around. He was finna build up. He was finna build them boys certain stuff. He had his friends from the NFL coming down to help him do what he needed to get done. And that's all it takes, man. It ain't gonna get done overnight, but you gotta let them boys go ahead and use their resources. And this is the biggest thing y'all gotta understand is they don't want to be the people in the higher up. They don't want to be told nothing. See, you couldn't tell Prime nothing. Prime gonna say what Prime want to say because you get what I'm saying? I'm Coach Prime and I can say this. And I'm not worried about if you fire me, if you don't like me. Some of these other coaches, they can't say what Prime can say and not get reprimanded or get called to the dean's office. So you got to go out there and take a risk. And I think we should, like I say, hopefully this next cycle we get some of them guys in there.
I'll pick it even more back to this, right? Most people think it's about the money with some of these coaches. I'm just gonna use Ed Reed. Ed Reed don't care about the money, right? You can pay him the minimum salary, whatever. It's the benefit what your college is gonna gain out of the situation that we don't think about, right? It's not always about them taking the money because they're looking for an opportunity to go and coach and be a head coach, right? To get the experience for them to help them move on to wherever path they want to move on to. And sometimes we just got to take an opportunity and look at that factor. And most reason why people voted down is because they think about the money side. Well, we don't have the money to pay this person and that person. Sometimes they're not even looking. They will take a suffer, a year, 2 worth of salary to get to where they're going because they know what journey they're going on, but they also trying to help the university in the right way. But we don't care about what their plan is. All we looking at is dollar signs, right? Well, we got to pay him this. Do you really have to pay him that? It's not always about the money. Willie Simmons was underpaid for everything he brought to them. Prime didn't look what he did with his salary. And I think those are things that we forget about when we start talking about HBCUs is everybody wants to talk money, money, money. But sometimes there's opportunities that people are looking for and it ain't about the money. It's just about them being the face of a program to show growth and to move on.
All right, man. Hey, man, y'all went in on that one. I appreciate y'all on that one. Hey, we might need to do an HBCU show. Where y'all going? Okay, check this out. On the offensive line, so far, are they gonna hold up this year, majority of them, or do you think Coach Prime need to go in that transfer portal in Omo in April, get 1 or 2 more offensive lines just to have good depth behind the ones that they already have now? Because I think some are injured now, right? They got one, that Johnson guy. I ain't seen him now on the well-off meeting. Tyler Johnson, has he been playing or has he been injured?
I don't know. I don't know for sure.
I didn't see.
Regardless of if I seen anybody or if I didn't, if we had all the names that we got on our roster, I still want 2 or 3 more. So because I still want 2 or 3 more because I just feel like I don't want to get caught like we caught last year. I think we was right at the bare minimum with injuries. So like you say, with offensive linemen, you one player away from getting rolled up on or anything happening to you. So you need to make, like I told y'all, I want anywhere from 16 to 20 in all, but I want 13 that I can. I want 13 that I know can play, that I feel confident in playing right then. So that's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. But I still want 2 or 3 more, regardless of what we got right now.
I'm in the same boat. I just think, we have to go get a couple more linemen. You can't expect, these offensive linemen that we have to hold up the entire season. Injuries are going to happen. Some fluky going to happen. You got to have depth, right? That's what creates competition. That's what creates development. And it makes you stay on your toes, right? You can't take no days off because the next man up is ready to take your job. So I do think they will go and attack some players out the portal on the offensive line. But we definitely need about 2 or 3 more offensive line, just like as well as we know on the defensive line. I think we're going to go out there and secure it.
Man, the reason I asked that question, here it is right here. I was listening to Coach Prime talking on the podcast. Steve Woodland had said right here, Coach Prime, I already have people coming when the appointment opens. Just listen to him. He tells us what he's doing.
He does.
I believe they already not committed to him.
He does, and that's the thing I think people miss.
Good comment, Mr. Woodland.
Just open your ears and stop talking so much. Prime will tell you what's going on. Just close your mouth, open your ears, and listen to the man talk. And he not telling you no lies. He ain't telling you. He ain't trying to deceive you. He ain't trying to mislead you. He telling you that I got it coming. I know what I need. I know what I needed, and I've been knew it. I knew it from last year. But again, I don't know what y'all expect the guy to tell you. But that's what we went out and did.
All right, let's look at this graph right here. Can y'all see it?
Yes, sir.
All right, the wide receiver on the right side And let's look at the wide receivers. On the left side, they got 2 wide receivers and 1 wide receiver. When this spring practice comes, I don't know the health. Jimmy Horn. Tell me, Rod, on the right side, who's gonna be that wide receiver that can be able to run that route, that dig route?
If you're looking at the right side of that graphic, who's that outside receiver right
Who's gonna be
now?
over there to run that route? Go 10 yards down and come back.
I'm taking a Marion Miller on that right side right now. On the left side, I'm taking.
He's gonna have single coverage on him, right?
Yeah.
You think he would?
Yeah. So here's my lineup. I just go through it. I'm Marion on the right side, Travis on the left side, and then you'll have Webster as the other wide receiver.
What about you, Coach Dre?
I mean, for the spring, that's what I got. That's what.
You going the same route, Rod? Go.
Except for maybe I would put Travis on the single side, just because with this route, with this concept that you running, I would want a Marion with his speed going across the middle. So that would be my only switch up. But Webster still in the slot.
I mean, and to be honest, it really don't matter with them 3 wide receivers out there because they all interchangeable, right?
They all can run the same route.
You can move them all across the field in formation, so it really wouldn't matter in that sense.
Okay. What y'all think about this guy right here? How he looking so far?
He look like he ready to go for 1,000.
That boy look good. Dre, he look good, man. He looked real good. Rob.
Yeah, he looks healthy, right? That's what I'll say. He looks healthy. He looks like he's really putting a lot of work on his body to get stronger. And time will tell. When you break it down, time will tell. We just want to see the best version of him, right?
Right.
And I think we're going to get that this year.
All right.
I believe. You
believe? I believe too, sir. Check this out. Tight end. What y'all know about Shamar Mattel? How you think? You think they're gonna give him some? Can he block? And will he be able to get some touches on some passes?
He definitely gonna get some touches on some passes. He a big time tight end. He can block. He can catch. He a mismatch nightmare for any linebacker. And I do mean any linebacker. I think he a mismatch nightmare. I don't think it's a linebacker that can run with him or cover him. So that gives us the heads up. But I think he's gonna go for at least anywhere from 500 to 800 this year, receiving yards.
What I'm more ready to see is, do they use him on the end line, or do they use him? How do they utilize the tight end position? Will they flex him? Will they use him on the end line? What do they do mainly with the tight end? I think he's going to be a great weapon for Shedeur. Shedeur loves to throw to the tight end, especially up the seam. If he gets a great tight end that he trusts, that put the work in with him, he will throw you the ball. He's proven that year after year after year when he's had a tight end to throw to. It's just a matter of, how are they going to utilize the tight end? I think you've seen a little glimpse of it on Well Off Media, but that's just base plays, right? What do they really look like on game day, and how they utilize the tight end is going to be real. It's going to be real.
Right. Okay. Before we move into the next one, I want to say congratulations to Rick George for being named the Athletic Director of the Year, 2023 and 2024. I want to say congratulations to him. All right, we got these new freshmen coming in, man. This dude right here, man. I mean, not him, but Cordell Russell, Baby T.O. He a big wide receiver, bro. Yeah, if you take him, Baby T.O., Will Shepherd, and Mario Miller, them 3 wide receivers over 6 foot, man. Who in the world in the Big 12 can stop that? And you put that little short guy, LeJontay, man, it's gonna be. I believe Colorado gonna have the most explosive offensive team in the Big 12 this year. Y'all disagree?
No, I don't. I think you got the best receiver. I think you put that receiver room up against any receiver room in the country. And you heard me right. Any receiver room in the country, you're not gonna find what they got in that room like that anywhere else. That's why I say an 8-man rotation with 2 on the outside looking in, because you're gonna have injuries. So if you're in that 8-man rotation, you're looking to play. So that's how you got to feel. Um, like I said, I'm not gonna put no expectations on the points per game. I'm gonna take it. We're gonna go one game at a time, week by week. Whatever it fits for us to do, that's what we're gonna do. But I think we got the best receiver room in the country. Running back wise, I think we stand up against anybody. But the Pac-12 got some great running back rooms, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But if Alton is 100%, he gives us the. And then I think Michael Welch is the sleeper. Michael Welch is the sleeper.
When it comes to our wide receiver group, I just want consistency, right? It looks good all on paper, but I just want consistency, right? Seeing them block in the running game to create holes, seeing them block on screen plays to get each other open for explosive plays. I just want to see consistency, right? We could have said we had a bunch of wide receivers last year, as we did, but you didn't see consistency, right? Consistency catching the ball, consistent, want to see each other win, block for each other. Doing the small things, and those are the things that you want to see out this wide receiver group. Not just be out there, but be a presence. Let people know that you're out there. Be physical, whether it's the run game or the pass game. Just be physical and be a resource for Shedeur Sanders for him able to get you the ball. So those are the things I want to see out this wide receiver group. We got one hell of a group, but we got to be consistent.
Okay. On that. Rod, I've got about a couple more minutes. I ain't gonna hold you too long. Let's look at this defense, Rod. Who's gonna play that nickelback, that NB right there, that nickelback? Who you think gonna be? Who can give us the best chance of having a good?
That's Preston Hodge, man. I think he's got that pretty much sold up.
You think he got that locked down?
Yeah, I don't think that's a question within doubt. Who's gonna be playing nickelback? I just think it's his job to lose at the end of the day.
Wow, that's okay. All right, that free safety. I know Shiloh gonna be over there. Who's gonna get majority of that other safety?
Right now,
Simeon Greg or somebody else.
I got Cam, number 7 Cam, penciled in as that other safety. But there's gonna be some competition. You got Miller Jones. You got Cooper that's going to have some run. You got Travis J that's going to be in there. You got Vito Tisdale. Like, you're going to have some guys in rotation, but right now I got Cam penciled into that position right now.
Oh man, okay, all right. Hey, he's small, but boy, that bad boy used to come up and test some heads up, boy. That's what I like about him. You think they ought to play Shiloh closer to the line? Well, I saw on the tape on Will Meter, you playing way back. For him to be most physical, be so physical the way he is, look like y'all are playing more in the box. Like,
honestly, you can't. That's why I say you gotta take that with a grain of salt what you see on there, because it's just a base defense. It's nothing that you see in the springtime is what you're gonna see in the fall. So yes, they might have him doing it all spring, but that's not what you're gonna see in the fall. They're gonna change coverages. They're gonna move him around on defense. He's not going to just be, the deepest safety, playing thirds. You're just not going to see that. Well, you're going to see some of it, but you're not going to constantly see just one thing happening. So that's why I say you can't take everything that you see, because the springtime is just everything's going to be super vanilla. You're not going to see a lot of blitz coverages or anything that they work on for blitz calls and doing those type of different things. Now, you might see it in a couple scrimmages, but they're not going to put that out on film, right? Because it's going to be easier to scout them. So they're not going to be that stupid and put it on film. So what you're seeing is what they want you to see. It's not exactly everything, but you're going to get a glimpse of very base coverages and things like that to see how these guys stack up and what they can do.
Gotcha. Want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. Want to thank everybody who left a comment. Also, I want to thank the person who sponsored this TV broadcast tonight. That's Miss Rosie Hernandez. In Davos Hands Sweet Treat. You can go on her Instagram page and check out the things that she makes and the treats and the cakes and the cupcake that she does. If y'all don't mind going on there, just leave her a comment. Even if you don't buy nothing, just say, hey, we saw Rod and Bernard and Coach Dre talking about your product, and we thank her for sponsoring the show tonight. If y'all don't mind, check this out. Go ahead, Rob. Put yours out there.
Shout out to Redcon. I just want to make sure we get them out there. Y'all see me. I'm drinking it tonight. Shout out to them. And you know, if you know, you know. But shout out to them for what they do. And if you ain't got it, you can go pick it up at any Circle K. They out there. So hey, if you got a Circle K, go pick up that Redcon, man. Get it today.
All right, Rod. Start me off. I don't know if Dre done came back in. Sam Okolala.
Okay.
He gonna make an impact this year?
No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I expect him. He done played in big time football. In a defensive setting type of defense. I like the way he come off the ball. I like his first step. I like the way he uses his hands. I expect the big things from him. You heard Jordan Seaton say that that kid is giving him good work over there on his side of the ball. So with Seaton saying that, you got to believe in that kid.
What you think about him, Roy? You think he's gonna make an impact this year?
Definitely, most definitely. I love to see that he's down there working with Jordan Seaton in Miami on spring break. I love that look for both of them to get better. I think he's going to have a good season, right? What he did at Pitt, you know, and what he's going to come out to University of Colorado. I just can't wait to see him on campus, right? We got a lot of guys that's not on campus. Though I just, we're ready to get them on campus for the summertime, summer training, and get ready for the fall. It's hard to, see what it's going to look like right now because they're not on campus. But all the thing you can do is just hoping that, that these players stay the course, that they do the right thing, they stay out of trouble, they're working on their bodies, they're training that's not on campus because they can't work out at whatever school they're at right now. So you're just hoping that they're doing the right things to get themselves prepared for the new season.
All right. Tell me something about this guy right here. He ain't got here yet, but I'm looking for him. He's my homeboy out of Georgia, Cam McHale. I'm expecting this dude to get some playing time. As a freshman, he might be on the special team, kickoff, or punt return. What y'all think about Cam McHale?
He lights out.
Athlete. Explosive athlete. That's who he is, explosive. Where he's going to utilize on the field, that's going to be, one thing to see, right? Does he get used on the offensive side, the defensive side? We still don't know. But you're talking about explosive athlete that can go and make plays. That's what you're getting out of Cam McHale.
He's as advertised. When you coming out the state of Georgia, you playing the Big A football up there. He can play. I know he's gonna come in and work. They say he down here working hard and putting in that work down here in Georgia, getting ready to go up to Colorado. So I expect good things. Like I say, when I mentioned my 8-man rotation, he one of the guys. He one of the two that's outside looking in. So if somebody get hurt, he steps into a role right away. But I think he'll be on you'll see him on a lot of the special teams. I think he will impact the game on the special teams right out the back. That's just my opinion.
All right. This guy right here. Tell me something about Traylon Miller. Think he's going to make an impact as a freshman when he come here?
He's another kid that you expected to come in here, and he gonna compete. Again, the two freshmen are the two kids that's on the outside looking in for me for my 8-man rotation at receiver. So if somebody get hurt, so I expect them to call them kids' number. I expect them to be on most of the special teams, running down, kickoff return, kickoff, and stuff like that because them kids are big and physical, and I think they want it. I think they're gonna get here. I think they're gonna get up under the tutelage of Travis Hunter, and I think he's gonna teach them the right way. You know what I'm saying? Shador Sanders and guys of that nature. And I believe in these young men that we have, and that's another good selling point for the next recruiting class. That you got two of the best that what we can contend going to be the best receivers. And you put them kids with Miller next year with everybody else that's leaving. You still got a heck of a room, and Caleb Mathis and kids like that. You still got a heck of a receiver room. So you got to feel good about that. And for any quarterback that's thinking about the University of Colorado hey, that would be my selling point. I got these two kids. I got a Mario Miller. I got a Caleb Mathis. I got a Hopkins that's over there playing defense that I can bring back to play offense if need be. So we got a stable that's ready for you if you play a quarterback or if you want to be a top-notch ball player. So that would be one of my selling points to any of these quarterbacks is thinking about the University of Colorado.
When we get our first kickoff, I expect to see Draylon and Webster back there on kickoff return. That's all I'm gonna say. This kid is special. He can do a lot of different things. And what I'm more curious to see how they utilize Draylon Miller. Him and Dylan Edwards, I look like as the same, right? They're not what their position say because you can use them all over the field. You can use Draylon Miller as a running back. You can put him in the slot. You can do everything with him on the offensive side as a weapon, just like you can do with Dylan Edwards. I think you put Dylan Edwards and you put him and Miller on the field at the same time. You're talking about two kids that can just take off and just hit it. They can do that. So it's gonna be a scary sight to see, but we definitely can't wait to see how they utilize these Draylon Miller and what he can do.
All right. I've got 20. Well, I'm gonna try to do 18 more minutes. We're gonna shut it down. All right. 18 more. Can y'all hang 18 more minutes? Chat. Can y'all hang 18 more minutes? All right. Check this out, Rod. All right. My expectations. That's what we're talking about. Expectations of Colorado Buffalo this year in the Big 12. I expect Coach Prime to win their first 3 games. Now that 4th game when they go down to Florida, I think it's a trap game. 5th game, let's see, they play the first game they played North Dakota State, then they play Nebraska. Nebraska. Then they got Colorado State. Then they got Baylor. You're right. That 5th game, that's a trap game. Now, I think Coach Prime said he got 25 to 28 players on the team from Florida. Now, when they go to Florida, that game is going to be played on Saturday or Friday.
Saturday, I think.
Saturday. When you think they're going to get down now? What day they going to think they're going to get down on Thursday or Friday, or they going to go down on Saturday?
They probably get there Friday because that's a nice little plane ride. It ain't just a
plane ride. Okay.
I expect Prime them to probably leave a day early. I'm gonna say Thursday, just because he know his team and all the Florida people that he got on his team. That he's gonna have a practice on that Friday. So if they don't get there on Thursday, they're gonna leave first thing Friday so they can have a practice there. And the reason why I'm saying Thursday is because Prime is more than likely going to let them do their friends and family little meeting on that Thursday night and lock in for Friday and shut it off, right? Shut off the call, shut off this, shut all the distractions out so they can just come and focus, practice, and get their work done to get ready for Saturday. So I expect them to be there Thursday night, but if they don't leave Thursday night, they'll be there first thing on Friday.
Like I said, I expect them to probably either from what I saw, we going off of what we saw last year, sometimes they'll practice before they leave and then they'll leave. So they might practice before they leave and then come down to Florida. But it's a lot of, like you say, it's going to be a lot of emotion coming to the state of Florida for a lot of them kids. Like I say, a lot of the kids that play for South Florida or Florida kids, they done played against them their whole life. And then for Prime to be coming back to the state and the talk around the town and everything that's going to be going on. So it's going to be big down here down in Orlando for that weekend. We just got to stay focused. We got to keep them, like in Prime word, we got to keep the main thing the main thing. We can worry about all of that once we get the dub, but we got to come down here and handle business because you can believe that UCF got that circled on their calendar. They know everybody going to be talking about that game, and it's going to be they got it circled on their calendar. They're going to be ready to go. So we just got to be ready to go as well.
Okay. Just read a text message. We got another sponsor for Sunday, guys. Rod, I'll let you know. So when I talk to them, good gracious. Woo-wee, boy. Let me wipe this sweat off, man, boy. Cheers, fellas. Cheers, man. It's gonna be a good night. All right, last 10 minutes. Here we go. Y'all ready?
Let's do
All right,
it.
I'm gonna see what y'all working with. Here we go. First game. I want to know if we're gonna win or lose. Like I said, what's your expectation of Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo? I'm gonna give you all 12 games that they play. Just let me know if it's gonna be a W or a L. That's all. If you're in the chat, please go along with us if you don't mind. Down in the chat. If it's gonna be a win or loss. First game, North Dakota State. We play them in Colorado. Who's gonna win that game? Come on, Drake.
We got a dub. We got a dub.
W.
All right, we 1-0. All right, chat, what y'all think? Are we gonna win or lose the first game, chat? We're gonna win or lose. Put a W if we're gonna win. Put an L if we're gonna lose. North Dakota State.
What I would say with this first game, do not take it lightly because this team can play.
Raw, we're gonna beat these boys by 20 or 30 points.
I want to beat them by 20 or 30.
Come on, Coach Drake.
But we got to think.
They in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I don't care what conference.
They got a new head coach, new offensive coordinator, and a new defensive coordinator.
But it's still the same coaches. They didn't go out and hire new guys. They just promoted guys.
They brought their own. I give you that. Yeah, I did my research on them.
You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have to. They didn't have to change nothing. It ain't nobody coming in here putting his own thing in. It's just, hey, okay, you been here. You didn't, like you say. They in the guys that they have are loyal guys. They gonna do what they do. They not finna try to come in here and do nothing any different. They gonna come in here and play North Dakota ball. I expect us to dominate. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. But we gotta play. We gotta play. That's all we gonna say. But we gotta W on that.
This thing. Everybody know all eyes is on Colorado first game. Like it ain't no ifs, ands, buts. And
yeah, you're right.
Going to play their best. They don't care about no other game. You see Colorado on the schedule, you know all eyes are watching you. NFL scouts, anybody that you think is going to be watching, they're going to be watching. So you got to come in and play your best. Otherwise, it could be an L, but I got Colorado winning. All
right. Second game. We on the road. We go to Nebraska. Nebraska is known for running the football. They got a good head coach. And, man, I'm telling you, they got a big old offensive line. Will we win? Will Colorado win against Nebraska?
Yeah, I got us winning by 10 or less, but I got us winning. It's gonna be a hostile environment. It's gonna be our first away game. It's gonna be the first time for this line to go and play inside of some place that's not home with a lot of noise and a lot of barking. So that's the only thing that worries me, but I still got us winning.
One of the things I love about this game is we're going to be playing in front of 100,000 people. It's going to get us prepared for when we go on the road against UCF. That's one thing I love about this game. Got us winning. It's going to be a close game, but I got us winning.
So y'all, we 2-0, right? We agree?
1-0.
All right. We come back home. No, we stay on the road.
We're on the road
again. We're going to in-state rival, Colorado State. Now we know what gonna happen in the off season and during last season with Colorado and Colorado State. Now I think they got a brand new facility this year, right? Colorado State. So what do you think gonna happen and what's the outcome of the win and loss in this game? And if you're in the chat, let us know what our record gonna be after this game. Come on, Drake.
I got us winning. I just don't want us to go out there off of the emotion. I don't want us to get no stupid penalties. I don't want nobody to get thrown out the game. Like I say, Colorado State, y'all better not pull none of that Travis Hunter type stuff that y'all pulled last year with this team. Cause this team ain't going for that. They coming out there and doing something. So I'm just hoping we play with the aggression that we've been playing with. I just don't want us to do nothing stupid. But I got us winning by 14.
All I can say is personal. Colorado with a dub.
All right, Doc. Hey, do they have that wide receiver coming back, the number 14?
He coming back.
He coming back. All right. Hey, I hope we can shut him down and stop that crossing route. All right, homecoming game. Baylor, win or loss. Talk to me, chat. Let me know. Baylor, We gonna win or lose. All right, Dre.
Yeah, we're gonna win, but again, another game that again week by week we don't want to take Baylor for granted. This will be their second year under this coach, I think, and they feel like they're turning the corner with him. If you listen to some of the Baylor chants and some of the Baylor fans, they feel like they're turning the corner. Like you say, you're gonna get everybody's best shot, but it's gonna be homecoming. There's gonna be a lot of people in the building. I don't expect us to have no letdowns. I got us winning by 14 or better. Also against Baylor with our first Big 12 win.
The thing that worries me about this game is that this could be a trap game for us. Going to UCF the next game, and two, right? Them moving homecoming to the first game of the Big 12, and we have an early homecoming game. I had to go back and relook at Baylor. They got a new quarterback that transferred in. I got us winning, but I think they're going to be a lot better than what most people think. They could be a sleeper in the Big 12. They're going to be better than what most people think in the Big 12. But I got us winning against Baylor for homecoming. It's just going to be a sight to see in Boulder, Colorado that weekend. All the glitz and glamour, the red carpet, gold carpet, any kind of carpet you're going to see is going to be rolled out. And it's gonna be fun. 4-0. No, 3. Yeah, 4-0. Sorry,
4-0. 4-0. Hey man, I'm with y'all 100%. I think we're gonna go 4-0. Only game that I would really be worried about is the Nebraska game so far, but like I said, I got them kind of winning that game by 3 or 10 points. Okay, let's go. Now this next game, it's a trap game. It's just a trap game. Not that we don't have the talent to compete with UCF, but I just think them players gonna get down and lose focus. They're gonna get the party and get with their friends and stuff. And I just don't think they're gonna be focused enough. But I still think we're gonna win. UCF. Now that what his last name? Jefferson?
Yep.
They're gonna have to stop that dude. He run the ball, man. For Colorado to go up against a running quarterback, that's dangerous, man, for their defense. So I'm kind of worried about this game, but I still got us winning, and we're going to be 5-0. Come on, Rod, start it off.
I got us winning, but I'm going to say this. This game will come down to who has the ball last. It is going to be a shootout, and I just think UCF is going to do something to put the ball in Shadour's hand, and he's going to go legendary mode, game-winning drive, and we win.
Again, emotions going to be high. These Florida boys gonna come in here and do what they supposed to do. Once we get the jitters out, I think we might start slow. I do think we might start slow, but I think we pick it up second quarter, second half. We come out and show why we the Colorado Buffaloes. I got us winning by at least 10, but I got us winning. I got us 5-0.
All right, we 5-0. All right, next game. We go on a bye, then we come back and play. We go away. No, we come back home. And this is where I got our first loss at. Kansas State. I just think Kansas State, they're going to be a veteran team. Look like they got everything coming back. Their coach coming back. And they looked good last year. So what do y'all think about this Kansas State game?
I think this is the game that we take a loss to. And the only reason why I'm saying that is I wish we didn't play them first coming out of bye. That's my only gripe about this game. And because we're going to be so emotional on a high in a sense of coming off an emotional game from UCF and then going into a bye, some people going, you just hope that some people don't go on vacation mode and forget about the main thing. And so that's part of the reason why I got us taking our first loss at home against Kansas State.
Well, we all in agreement on this. That's it. I think we lose in overtime, though. I think it's an overtime type of game, but I got us losing. I just think Kansas State, like I said, I think we're going to start slow and we're going to have to work out. I think we're going to put ourselves in an uphill battle, which we're going to work our way back up. I think we ultimately lose in overtime. I would have rather played Kansas State coming off of the win from UCF and ride that wave. But, I think we're gonna go out there and put up a good fight. I got us losing this one.
All right, man. We're agreeing on everything so far. Now, this next game, and we play it away. And that's Arizona. I don't see why Arizona is ranked in way too early polls that I don't saw. And they lost their head coach. I understand they got the quarterback coming back, but they just didn't impress me last year. They had a good offensive line and good running game, but we play Arizona and we play them away. I got us winning that game by 3 points or 10 points.
I think we get back on the right track, and I got us beating Arizona. I think that loss from Kansas State gets them back on the right path, gets them focused, and I got us beating Arizona.
Yeah, that's what I'm with everybody on that one. Like I said, I think we'll get refocused. I think the taste of losing gonna be real wake up call for us. We come out and we win by at least anywhere from 10 to 14 against Arizona. I think they're gonna be coming off. They got a lot going on at University of Arizona right now, and I just don't know if they're gonna be ready for University of Colorado.
Next game, Cincinnati. I ain't gonna waste my time on that. I think we're gonna blow them out by 30 points or more.
I got us. I'm with you. I ain't gonna go 30. I say 21, but I got us winning big.
I got us winning by 14.
Wow. Okay. So we 7-1, y'all. We 7-1. All right, we 7-1. You think we're gonna be that'll get us in the top 12 ranking? 7-1. Have we beat enough teams that can convince the committee to put us in the top 12?
We'll be in the top 15. Yeah, that's what I'm finna say.
Top 10?
Top 15.
Top 15, okay.
We'll be in the top 15 because they're gonna probably put a 1 or 2 loss team ahead of us from the SEC, but we'll be in the top 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the next game, I keep hearing everybody think this team is good, but I just don't see it, man. Texas Tech. Yeah, I see us winning by 14 or more. Y'all think Texas Tech gonna give us a hard time?
All right, here's my
thing. Y'all really think that, man?
Here's my thing.
Who they got?
Here's my thing with Texas Tech. If this game is played in Lubbock and it's played at nighttime,
that's what I keep hearing.
Weird things happen in Lubbock, Texas at nighttime when you play them. If this game is played during the daytime or this game is played in Dallas, I like our chances way better with. If this game is played at nighttime in Lubbock, I just don't got us winning. I'm sorry.
Wow.
This
really, Rod?
Yeah, I mean, it's like playing LSU. It's like playing LSU at night in Death Valley. You just don't know what happens. Strange things happen in LSU at nighttime in Death Valley. If we playing in Lubbock, I still got us winning, but it's by 3. If we playing somewhere else, I got us winning by about 10. But if we playing in Lubbock, like I said, I got us winning by 3, and we gonna squeak up out of there with a dub.
Wow. 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you got to go back and watch what happened in Lubbock last year when they played Oregon. When Oregon was like number 2 or number 3 team in the country. They should have won that game. They really should have won that game, and they did.
Yeah.
So I keep thinking about that game, and I mean, it just Oregon couldn't do nothing. It just looked like something was wrong with them that night. They didn't look like the Ducks. And so I just don't know what happens when it gets night and you playing in Lubbock. So that we gonna have to come with our game face that week.
The easy way I'll tell you, if you go and watch any team that's ranked and they go to Lubbock, Texas, something always weird is going on.
Wow.
Always something fluky, something weird.
Wow. All right. We come back home and we play Cam Rising and the Utah. I got us winning Utah. Utah, they really cheated that game. Them Rivalry cheated that game. Y'all know that if you looked at it. They cheated us out that game, man. They really just didn't show me that. But a running game, which I think we more better now against the run. I got us winning Utah. And I see people way too early on the website, on Twitter. They got them winning the conference.
They do. They got them winning. They got them winning the conference because of the simple fact that their quarterback is coming back, and he was elite before his injury. So they still going off of that. I'm not gonna sit here and be a hypocrite. I'm gonna pick what I picked on my list when me and Rob did it. I had us losing this game because of the simple fact is
Wow.
they gonna run the football. They well coached. They are the standard when it comes to just straight loyalty and straight. They've had their coach for 10 to 15 years. He gonna run that double tight. They bring almost all their defense back. They bring about just about all their defense back, and their defense is elite. So if Cam comes back and he's half of what he was before he got injured, we gonna have to play darn near perfect. I don't count last year's game because nobody really cared. I think they had a lot of their players had stopped playing. You see, we didn't play Shador, so we can't even look at that game and put it on and say, hey, whatever. But not gonna be hypocritical. I have us losing that game because I like the way that they're bringing back a lot of defense. They bringing back a lot of defense. And if Cam is half of what he is, we're gonna have to play a good football game. But that's my second loss of the year right there to the Utah Utes.
This has been a toss-up game for me, Utah and Colorado. For me, it's gonna come down to how healthy are we on the defensive line. That's my biggest thing, right? How healthy is we gonna be on the defensive line when we get to Utah? Especially coming off that Texas Tech game, playing Utah, like it's just those are the variables that I look at. Ultimately, I got us 8-2 at that point in time. So in that situation, but it's a toss-up. It's a 50-50 for me with this game. But I got us 8-2 at this point in time right now.
Okay. I can live with that. But I think we're gonna win. So let's go to Kansas. Let's see what Kansas is working with. We played them at Arrowhead Stadium, and that's gonna be woo. Well, it's on the road. Yeah, it probably snowing out there then. By then, won't? Yeah, weather gonna be bad.
It's gonna be some bipolar weather because you're in the Midwest, right? Anything crazy can happen at Arrowhead Stadium. I got us winning. I just truly believe Shador going and go put on a show at an NFL stadium, going to go show people why he's a top draft pick. You can't sleep on Kansas. They're going to be coming ready to play. They're going to come run the ball. They're going to be physical at the line of scrimmage. But ultimately, I feel like we're going to squeak out a win in Kansas City, Missouri, playing against Kansas, University of Kansas.
Yeah, I got us winning. Like I say, I think that will be Shador's Heisman moment. He gonna be at Arrowhead Stadium, in the stadium of the NFL's best quarterback, and he wants to prove that he can play on that level. So I think he gonna have the juices flowing maybe a little bit more than he normally is. I think we go in there and we put Kansas away by anywhere from 10-14. But I like us with the win.
One thing I love about this is that this is going to probably have more. It could possibly have more Colorado fans than Kansas fans because it's played at Arrowhead Stadium. So that's one of the things that you got to look at. So I got us taking a victory there.
Okay. All right. Before we get to this last one, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I really thank everybody for participating in the chat. I like putting up y'all chats and see what y'all said about the broadcast and y'all opinion. Also, it make me feel like y'all are a part of the show, and I appreciate each and one of y'all who take out the time to make a comment in the chat, whether you agree with us or not. Even if you don't agree with me or Rod, I still respect your opinion, and you ain't being disrespectful. And I like that about this chat right here. Appreciate Rod and appreciate Coach Dre for being a part of my broadcast. They didn't have to do it. I'm sure they can have their own like they always do. And if you're tuning in, go to Rod Demand Media page and hit the like button and subscribe to his channel if y'all don't mind, and go to his merch store and purchase some of his item that he got for sale. And he got a good partner with him, Coach Dre. He very knowledge of the game. He know the game, and it's just good to somebody online with me who can explain the game more than I can from the Colorado side. And I appreciate each one of y'all for taking out the time to do that. I want to thank my sponsor tonight. She didn't have to do it, but she did it. And she said she'll be doing it again soon. She'll let me know. And I want to thank our sponsor who coming up next Sunday. I ain't going to call her name until it's official. I'm supposed to talk with them tomorrow. Appreciate that. And like I said, I appreciate everybody who tuned in and participate in the chat. I really do. I like reading your comments, and I like posting it up on the screen so everybody can see. Oklahoma State. Boy, we play them at home. They played in the championship, Big 12 championship game last year. Olive going to third. This dude rushed for 1,500 yards last year, y'all. This dude is a bell cow. Now, before he asked the question, Willie Bima already done put an L up there. Boy, this gonna be a game. This might come down to see if Colorado will win the Big 12. It could play out that way. What y'all think about this game? I got us winning this game. Chat, let me know if we gonna beat Oklahoma State. Talk to me, Dre. Start it off.
If we can't stop him, we gonna be in for a long night. If we can stop him and make the quarterback beat us, I like us. If we can't stop him and they can do the play action and run off of what he got, but by then, what I'm hoping is that we have our defense have solided it up. We've got an elite group of guys that's out there, and we can do what's best. But again, I ain't gonna be hypocritical. I know when we did our picks, I had us losing by 3, so I'm gonna stick with that for right now. But I've been looking, but if we can stop him, I feel like we can win. But I got us losing by 3.
For me, this could decide, whether we're in the championship game or not. I do have us losing in this game, but we can also win this game because when you talk about Oklahoma State's quarterback play, it's still a suspect. We still don't know who the guy is. We know they got a running back. We know they got a decent offensive line, but we don't know if they got a quarterback. And so that's where this really comes into play. We just don't know. But I do like where we sit at on the season. 9-3, 8-4 is kind of the baseline where I had Colorado finishing at this season. Could we finish better than that? We could. But there's a lot of variables that play out through the season, and consistency is going to be the thing that plays out this season to help us get to the Big 12 championship game. As long as we do those two things and stay consistent and not get in trouble or do anything knucklehead, we'll be fine.
Okay, all right, guys. That's the show tonight. I appreciate y'all. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Once again, man, I ain't never had this many people tune in to a live show, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, everybody in the chat, appreciate everybody for the comments. And once again, if you have a business and if you want to sponsor this show on Sunday night, all you got to do is contact me, Rod, or Coach Drake, and we will get your business out there. We promise you that. But once again, thank y'all and have a good night. And always remember, if you be good to God, God's going to be good to you. I promise you that. Coach Drake, you got any closing words? Then we'll go with.
Hey,
I'm going to go last, Coach. Hey, thank everybody for tuning in. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know we come and we try to bring y'all the best that we can each and every time and give y'all some nuggets. Give y'all something to leave with on a great note, man. Appreciate it. If y'all not following, if y'all not subscribing to either one of these channels, man, make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Pull up on us. All right, we not hard to find. Pull up on us. All right. But I'm gonna let Coach Dre go ahead and close us out and take us out of here.
Hey man, as I say, man, if you send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. And we appreciate y'all coming out. This Rod the Man Media. I'm Coach Dre, and that's my man BWatts, and we out.
Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. May God bless you spiritually, educational, and financially, that you may be the person and that your family be the family that God wants you to be. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate each and one of you always for tuning in, and especially the ones that make a comment in the comment section. Hey, this wouldn't be a broadcast if it weren't for you all. You all make the broadcast, and I truly hope God bless each and one of you as well as your family. Once again, good night, and thank y'all. We'll see you next Sunday, me and Rod, but I'll be doing mine. I'm gonna go live every Thursday and every Tuesday and every Thursday night, and I'll be with Rod them on Sunday. So I appreciate you. If you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the videos with a friend. Hey, and I won't take it for granted. Appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good night. And tomorrow morning, hey, get up and do something positive. if it's somebody out there that you love and care about, send them a text. You ain't got to call them. Send them a text, say I love you, or I'm just thinking about you. Because remember, in this world, it's crazy, man. People are here today and gone tomorrow. If you got a brother or sister out there you ain't talked to, hey, shoot them a text. You got a classmate that you're missing, shoot them a text. You got a coworker that don't speak to you, speak to them tomorrow. Let them know. You never know what a person might be going through. You really don't. Hey, y'all be blessed. And I appreciate you, everybody. What's up, Big LT? Appreciate you tuning in. Mr. Stephen Woodland, appreciate you. Alan Keith, appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Naya O, appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Emmett Jones, appreciate you. Maria S, appreciate you. Neckbone, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Mr. Willis. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Y'all be blessed.